Yeah, Brett Preuett, like you said. I'm born and raised in Pineville, Louisiana, and I grew up, went to high school at Tioga, Louisiana, and ended up going to University of Louisiana Monroe and helped start a fishing team over there. And I got my undergraduate in management and just finished my master's last semester in business. So and now I'm out here living the dream, about to go fish the Bassmaster Classic. The way the Carhart College Bass Series works is there's a qualifiers, and you have to come in the top 10 in that qualifier. And our qualifier was on the Ouachita River in Monroe, and fortunately it was at our home lake. But you have to make the top 10 in that tournament, and the top 10 from that region goes to the national championship. And they take the top 10 from 4 different regions and a wild card tournament to come up with the field that you fish against in the national championship. Nice bass to start out the day right here. First bass in my new boat right here. It's a pretty fella from my Lake, and ate one of the new cream swim baits, the real screamer. So at least I got the first one. It's really tough competition. You fish against these guys that's been doing it for a while, and these programs have started growing and getting better, and it's getting more competitive since I first started college fishing 5 years ago. When I first started, I believe there was only around 60-70 schools that did it, and now there's over 200 and something schools. So you have over 200 and something schools competing all over the place to try to get a spot in the national championship. Our school, unfortunately, is able to be successful because we seem to always talk to each other and work together as a team. We share information with each other. It kind of helps you because you got schoolwork and stuff. You only got 2 days on a lake to be able to figure out that lake and find the fish. So working together as a team and letting each other, you don't share spots and everything, but you're sharing what fish is biting on, and I think that's what made ULM so successful. What happened was there were schooling fish jumping everywhere, going crazy and everything, and I was throwing at them and not getting them the bite that was jumping over my bait. I believe I had one look like a 4-pounder knock it to the side, so I was reeling in real quick, and I guess I just left a little bit too much line out, and when I did it hooked myself bad. But the only thing I could think of is I seen the fish jumping everywhere still, and I knew what was on the line. I had a shot to go to the Bassmaster Classic, so it didn't stop. I just wanted to catch some of them fish because I didn't have a limit, so it didn't stop me at all. Because I've been so used to I'm just injury prone. I've got hurt in the past when I played sports. I got hooks in me fishing all the time. It was just people back home just probably thought it was funny because they see me get hooked and get hurt 1,000 times. So I guess it was just instincts and wanting to win, the competitive side of me, just pick up another rod and try to catch one. So and I knew my dream. I had the dreams on the line going to the Classic, and I wasn't gonna let nothing stop me. If I had lost my foot that day, they would have had to force me to leave or something. There's no way I would have left under any circumstances unless it was just physically impossible. Oh, man. Could y'all tell if that was a bass, that big one? Or was it? It's stuck past the barb. It don't matter to me. What you think would be better?
One of them's ripped so bad.
It ain't even bleeding?
It's not bleeding bad, it's just barely trickling out. But
could you could you just get the
off?
But yeah, and just like where we can get it, leave enough to pull it out later? If I left it like that, you think I can fish with it?
Yeah, I think you can fish with it fine. It ain't gonna probably catch on nothing. It ain't.
Oh, the bait's already out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh. I didn't know there was I thought the bait was where'd the bait go?
It's in Florida.
All right, yeah, let's go. All right, we're good. There's still excitement. There's still that initial excitement just thinking about it, thinking about like when Dave Mercer told me there's only 600 people in the world that's fished the Classic. I mean, that's just exciting to me. It's just like I mean, you dream about it and just you have to go through so much, and when you think about it, when you're fishing against that many college guys, it's like, man, that's a hard thing to do. Hard. It felt like God sent me that fish, and just like it was for a reason, and all the things just come, and I don't ever cry, and I pretty much tears came to my eyes when I caught that bass, and I thought at that moment I was going to the Classic, and then the weigh-in that day, it was just I can't explain to you the excitement I felt inside.
What ULM has done for Brett and Paul Clark have done for you and the whole team up there, and I really came back with that feeling that it was not only that Brett was victorious up at Lake Chatuge, but it was ULM as a team, and that's what I really feel like that the whole accomplishment was, not just Brett winning and getting the opportunity of a lifetime to fish the Bassmaster Classic.
I would used to say power fishing was my strength, and flipping and punching and throwing frogs and stuff, but through college, then I want to say my strength now is just being versatile, because it used to be I just would like fishing grass and everything, but now it just came to I can drop shot, fish shallow, fish deep, and just a ton of techniques. I always have a bunch of rods on the deck and everything, and two of the biggest tournaments I won has been some totally clear water reservoirs, nothing like I grew up in Louisiana. So I think my versatility is going to help in the Classic, and that clear water is something different than I grew up around. But I think it will help with my strength, being versatile. I might have to catch them on a drop shot, and the same day I might go up and flip up a big one up shallow. So I think that might be a strength that might help me in the Classic. Gerald Swindle's one of my big idols, just growing up and watching him in some of the first videos when I was trying to learn about fishing. He always just had a awesome personality, and just caught fish and did successful in a lot of tournaments. And so I always just looked up to him, and it's gonna be different taking off and seeing him and Akinelli and Aaron Martins and Hackney and all the well, Kevin won't be there this year. That'll be one guy that you look up to that I won't have to compete against, thankfully. But it'll be awesome looking up, leaving and looking around and seeing all them guys that I watch on TV. It's just I'm just gonna be thankful that I'm there fishing against them, and hopefully I can make a name for myself and be on TV just like them. Also, I need 5 of these to start out with every morning at Hartwell.
You get a picture too. Show the mic.
He ate that cream, that new cream reel screamer.